Hello everybody, my name is Lungu and here with me are called charcoal briquette or fire blocks. These fire blocks are made out of agricultural waste, which is a very valuable material. The reason why we came up with this was because we wanted to fight climate change and see how best we can be able to help the consumption rate of charcoal, because as we know, charcoal is being used a lot in the urban area. So we thought of coming up with this. The aspect of the charcoal briquette is basically its burning capacity, its longevity in how it burns. So this one charcoal briquette can burn for about 6 hours minimum and sometimes 12 hours maximum, which compared to charcoal, which burns for about 45 minutes, and which means that you'll be able to consume quite a lot of charcoal compared to this charcoal briquette. The charcoal briquette is made in such a way that it's smokeless, doesn't release any carbon emissions. It's completely zero emissions out of it, and it releases yellow or orange flame compared to charcoal. Charcoal would release about bluish flame, which is bad for the consumers. Usually, even has got some human harmful waste. So our biggest consumer for these are poultry farmers, because then these seems to be the ones that are actually getting to use most of the heating capacity. They use them in brooding aspects. So it has no carbon emission, as I mentioned earlier, as well as it helps the chicks to grow. Because when there's a lot of heating capacity, charcoal releases unregulated heat. These releases about 35 to 30 to 35 heat capacity, which helps it to be more convenient to use in the brooding areas than compared to charcoal. Charcoal sometimes releases unregulated heat, so sometimes the heating shocks the chicks, and the poultry farmer might have faced some certain challenges. These as well can be used in cooking. One can use this to cook, to braai, can use this to, on warming actually. So they stay for about 6 hours, as I mentioned earlier. So our challenge was how best we can be able to help in terms of the consumption rate of charcoal as another heating alternative. This is a biochar heating capacity alternative that helps to reduce the other heating needs. Like one might not use the gas. Gas is quite expensive. Electricity, as well, as we know, is quite expensive, and then it's not really reliable. But for this, is durable. It's affordable. The material are everywhere, and we are thinking of how best we can be able to scale it. We've been having phone calls all the way from Zimbabwe, Malawi, as well as Nigeria. South Africa is part of it. So we want to see how best we can be able to produce these on a larger scale and be able to export these all the way to Zimbabwe, South Africa, Nigeria, and Mozambique. That's our passion at the moment, and that's the reason why we're here, and to make it as a sustainable business to people. So far, I think from the time that we started, we're able to employ about 4 people, and so we're thinking of how best we can be able to create this in many years to come. We've been recommended by a number of people, so we want support in terms of making these as a scalable business all across the globe in terms of heating capacity, heating